Hello everybody and welcome back to my mostly vanilla survival series. So if you caught my last episode, I am building a giant villager house to function as a villager breeder. Now, I only got this much progress done last episode for two reasons. One, I ran out of birch logs to build the frame of the building. And two, I was running incredibly short on time, and so I had to end the video where I did. And this is an extension or a continuation of that last episode of mine. So naturally, in today's video, I will be continuing to build that. I do need to gather materials first, but look at this. I don't know which episodes I changed these textures. I don't know if I changed them in the same episode. But this field is so colorful now with all the flowers. These are beetroot and this is very clearly wheat. I didn't like the previous textures because they looked so familiar to the stage before their last stage in their growth cycles. And so I was never fully certain whether a crop was fully grown or not until I changed the texture. Now all of these crops are fully grown because that's the texture I changed for them, their final growth stage. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I need to gather birch logs. Quite a bit of it. Well, actually I don't think I need that much more. Maybe around a stack and a half. Because I'm pretty sure I'm only making that building 2 stories. So I'm not going to need a whole bunch more logs. Time to gather some wood. I had a little run-in with a creeper and got blown up. I really wasn't expecting that because I had previously just killed like, I don't know, 5 different zombies. And then out of nowhere, a creeper blows up behind me and kills me, and I lost over half my levels because of it. And there's a massive hole in the ground now. Oh, I didn't pick up all my stuff. Oh, what fun. Yep. Real fun having to clean up after a exploding noodle. I need to go get dirt to fill that hole in, otherwise it's gonna bother me. Alright, I took care of that really unsightly hole. It's no longer there. Now there's just this dirt patch. And now, because I filled that in, it's time to get back to tree cutting. One of the easiest things to do in my world, because I have a tree cutting mod. I'll never get over this mod. Like, I love it. It gets rid of all the tediousness of gathering wood, a resource that you need so commonly, so often. Since I have the logs now, I am going to have to climb up onto the frame to get up there and finish it. So then I could do the wall and the floor, which actually needs to be cobblestone again. And it's not going to go all the way over there, like the sides aren't going to connect. I believe I said I was going to make it a half floor and then make it where the baby villagers like drop down or something. I don't know, let's see. First I need to get up there though. Time to connect the frame all the way around. First I gotta build over here though. I gotta connect this. I hate how that was just hanging there. Okay, now from this side I'm gonna take it all the way over there. I know that eventually I will be stripping these logs. I believe that's something I said. And I'm still going to do it because birch logs are absolutely hideous. But I just thought I should remind myself and everybody who may be watching this. Time to build all the way over there. Bridging. Time to build the floor. The second floor. So let's bring it out about here. Right, I think that's good enough. And then take this added bit here all the way over to the opposite side of the building over there. I had to take a quick little stint to get more resources because I ran out of cobblestone, But I'm back, and it's time to continue filling out this partial flooring for the breeder section of this build. This is where the villagers would reproduce, and it's not going to be entirely effective because what I want to happen is for the villagers to walk, the baby villagers to walk off this edge themselves. But thinking about it, I could, no, because I was going to say I could put channels of water that would push them out, but thinking more deeply about it, that wouldn't work because villagers breed by throwing each other food. And if they accidentally throw that food into one of the channels, then they would lose it and thus would not be able to breed. So I'm scrapping the whole channel idea. Instead, I'll go with the original thought of putting trapdoors on this layer to make an invisible floor that the villagers will think they could step onto. And then they'll fall, and there would be a bar on the second block height to prevent adult villagers from doing the same as their children. And that's how I'll make this work. Anywho, I filled out the floor, at least what I'm going to fill out of it. Now I need to go back down and grab the resources I used for the building's walls. So the stone, the crimson planks, and the oak planks. Those are the blocks I need, and so those are the blocks I'm going to get. Time for the walls. Now, the first layer of the wall is stone, and then going up from stone, it's crimson planks, and then oak planks. After the oak planks, it's another layer of stone, and that would be the end of the wall. So I need to go around and place all of, dang it, I don't have a pickaxe on me. Okay, time to break this stone block. Anyway, I need to go around and place these stone blocks all along. Oh no. I just made a mistake. I'm not supposed to put the stone layer on the logs. It's supposed to go on the cobblestone. Oh boy. So this is going to take longer than I thought. I need to go back down, get a pickaxe, and of course I'm going to need to smelt more stone. Yay! I'm totally not upset about this. Okay, I fixed my mistake, and now I gotta continue. The next layer on top of the stone are the crimson planks. Finally, I think the crimson planks have to be my favorite block texture that I've changed. I think it looks pretty good. It's nice and vibrant. And in my opinion, it definitely looks a lot better than the original crimson planks. I don't know. I feel like these ones look more like they would be made from a mushroom tree growing in the nether than the previous crimson planks, which were just that, planks. The wall is almost complete. After these oak planks, there will be another layer of stone. Now I'm going around and building 3 blocks tall high initially with the planks, because I don't want to take much fall damage like that, because that's a good way to drain your food bar, and while I have plenty of food, doesn't mean I want to go through it extremely fast. After I establish this next ring of stone, I will have to go back down to the ground to recover the cobblestone that I stored in my chest for the roof. Well, not the roof, but the ceiling. For the ceiling of this villager house. Because naturally, it's going to have to be the same as the floor on the first floor, the half floor on the second floor as well, just to keep up the theme of the building. I do have some cobblestone on me, so I'm gonna use up this bit before going back down. But then after that, I'm gonna have a grand old time running back to my house and then back here. A lot of back and forth, really. Okay, I was just about to go down, and now I'm hesitant because look at that. There's a patrol all staring down at my house, at the little valley between the bits of the hill. They're all just standing there waiting to ambush me, thinking I'm down inside my house, but no, I'm up here. I'm gonna have to kill those guys. I'm not looking forward to that, but I do still need to go down. I need cobblestone. Oh, okay, that was not intentional. I fell there, so I'm surprised that I managed to catch myself. I got the cobblestone again, and I annihilated the entire pillager patrol. And I'll have you know that I didn't die once during it. There were a few close calls, I'll call them, of me perishing and losing even more experience. But I managed them just fine, and I'm back to full health, ready to finish building this villager house. I just hope that I have enough cobblestone to do it, because I don't want to go mining again. That sounds like a pain. I had to jinx myself. I need more cobblestone, which is something I was hoping to avoid, because mining is tedious and time consuming. Also, I need to light this place up before mobs start spawning. Okay, down I go. Ow, I didn't make it that time. Luckily for me, I did recently get more cobblestone from my last mining trip, and I made a bunch of charcoal, so I could definitely get enough torches to light the place up. But that won't be necessary because in one of these chests, there it is, I have shroom light. And so I'll put these in the floor to keep it well lit. But before I do that, I am going to go mine for more cobblestone because I used it all up again. So, back to my mine. I got the cobblestone I needed. Not much more than that though, because I only had one stone pickaxe left and I didn't feel like touching on my copper to make some more, and so I only got a little over a stack of cobblestone, and that's fine because that's more than what I actually needed. Now I just need to get up there and finish this roof. Well, actually, I don't even need to go on top of there. I can simply fill this out from the waterfall. So then I wouldn't have to, you know, jump back down and come back in here to get some light sources in. Reach, there we go. And then pick you up. Now, back down here, it's time for the shroom lights. So, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. One here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. One here. And then do this sort of counting pattern again on this side, and then place down where else I need lights. Alright, all of the first floor lights are placed down. Now I need to place the ones that need to go up there as well, which will also provide some ceiling lighting for the first floor. Just need to shimmy my way up there. And by shimmy, I mean swim. And now I could really light this floor up. If I'm remembering correctly, villagers see trapdoors as blocks that they can walk on, even if they're open. So, theoretically, an open trapdoor should function as an invisible block. and they should be able to walk on it. And for baby villagers, that would mean falling down there. Specifically, I want to build like a I want to make a hole down there that I could collect the villagers in. And so really, yeah, this should be fine. Break you real quick. And so this is good. It'll block the adult villagers from wandering down there, but the babies can still do that because they're only a block tall. And so now it's time for me to break out a hole down there. And then afterward, I can place the beds in here. Oh, ow. That was not ideal. Okay, make my way back up there so I can fix that hole in the barn. Oh. Okay, and I'm up. Place you back down. And boom, down here. So the hole will have to be under that ledge. The hole is dug and it's fixed up to fit the aesthetic of the home. Now the next step would be to make a little bridge here with trapdoors so I could get across should I ever need to for whatever reason. Fold those over like that. And now on these sides, I'm gonna put fences. Just for the decoration of them. I don't really think they serve any they'll serve any practical purpose other than to prevent myself from falling in to the canal of villagers. Anyway, the baby villagers will fall down there, walk down there, and then I will fetch them out with a boat in the lead. Of course, for that, I'm going to need some way to do that. So, on these edges, I will place a ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4. A 4-block tall ladder. That should be enough to get, well, actually maybe not. Let's do it all the way up to here. Just below the ledge. And that should be enough to lift a boat over the fence when it's time to move a villager out. Okay, so I need to do this on that side as well, possibly on those sides. Here we go. With those poles up, I need to put ladders on them now, because I'll need some way to get up onto them when I need to drag a boat over the fence. All the way up. So now you may be wondering, how am I supposed to get up there to place down the beds, feed the villagers? And the answer is simple. I will build a staircase on the side of this building leading up there. But for now, let's just look at this build. So I definitely do need to do some interior and exterior design, because for now this just looks like a block of mismatching blocks. And I don't want that. I want it to actually look like a proper building. But anyway, with this done, it's now time for me to do the staircase, which is going to be on this side, and I think I'm going to make it out of crimson planks because it fits the design of the villager house, but also it's currently the most wood type. It's not really wood, it's hyphae, which is just a mushroom stem, but it's the most numerous wood type that I currently have. See, look at all these logs. So I'm gonna grab these And I'm gonna build the staircase. I still have tons of oak stairs, so I know what the roof on the villager house is gonna be. It's gonna be oak. Simply because I have a ton of those stairs. And oak trees aren't particularly difficult to farm. But anywho, I need to go up and start the staircase. Yeah, let's do right here. All the way up we go. Since I have these pillars set up, showing the frame of the staircase, where it's going to be anyway, it's now time for me to slowly make my way down with these planks, so I'd actually have a base to place the stairs on. Now, I had to connect the stairs to the wall, otherwise it would have really annoyed me. But there's going to be a wall here, not stairs. This is only going to be a 2-block wide staircase. So, wall. There's going to be a wall. Okay, let's do this, and then down here, and then one right here. That puts 2 blocks between those and 2 blocks between those, so that's enough lighting. Then let's go with cobblestone, just to garnish. Not garnish, I don't know why the flip I said that. Garnish has no use here. But there's the wall. That's what the staircase is connecting into. Now I need to run stairs up and down along the staircase. I don't know if I'm going to leave this staircase as it is or decorate it more in the future, because it's kind of ugly. It definitely reminds me of like scaffolding. Not Minecraft scaffolding, but real life scaffolding. That's what it gives the appearance of to me. I don't know how you all see it, but that's my impression. And I don't like it. There we go. I don't need to use that corner right there. That's perfectly fine. So, adding those stairs on the bottom did improve the appearance, I'd say. But anyhow, up here, this is going to be how I feed the villagers and how I'm going to place the beds in here with this staircase. I definitely should put some torches out here. Anywho, I'm going to use fence gates on both those blocks so the villagers can't get out. After all, this is still a villager breeder, even if it's a fancy looking one. Quotation marks around the fancy bit. But anyway, I'm gonna go get the fence gates so I can put them up there. Oh, ow. And I'm gonna collect all of the beds in my current villager breeder to set them up. Everything fixed up as it is, I've realized just how many beds I really have. Now, all of these beds came from the village. I'm pretty with the exception of, I'm pretty sure, only 2 of them. I don't think I've made very many beds in this world. I made my own bed. Actually, maybe I didn't. Maybe I broke that bed and then simply dyed it red. Anywho, folks, I now have to transfer the villagers from down there to be up there. This is the most fun part of this video. I'm lying about the fun part. This is gonna suck. My question is, will I even be able to get the boat up the stairs? That might pose a bit of a problem for me. I only need 1 boat, and I need 1 lead. Let's go fetch us some villagers. All the way over here. This is how I've been getting in and out. Break down this pillar. And release the villager wave. I have a good amount of villagers in here, but I need 2 of you to get into my boat. Yes. Okay. These 2 are the only villagers I'm actually going to need. Thankfully. Hopefully I could get them out without incident. Okay. Well. Come on, boys. Well, actually, you both can't be boys, because then you couldn't reproduce. Anywho, come on, guys. Down we go. Ow. Come down here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna transfer these guys over here without showing you, because it's gonna be a struggle and cause me a headache. And I don't think I'd be able to commentate during that as well. Well, that wasn't actually as much of a headache as I thought it was going to be. Boats surprisingly travel well upstairs. I would have never expected that. But can I hit the boat hitbox without whacking the villagers? Yes, I can. Well, guys, this is going to be your new home. Claim some beds, and I am now going to go fill in that hole that all of your kin are living in. I'll let them free. You don't have to worry about that. I'm simply not going to be the one in charge of protecting them any longer, so if they die, they die. You 2 are the lucky 2. If you consider your current living situation lucky. I sure as heck wouldn't. Nobody wants to live in a small, crowded space. But time to go fill in that older villager breeder. I grabbed all of my dirt, which is quite a bit, as you can see. Well, it's not all of my dirt. I did leave a single block in there, but that's because it was a grass block, not a dirt block, so I don't know. There may come a time when I need to use it, but that time is not now. So what I need to do is fill out this hole with dirt, because I don't want mobs spawning underneath my home. These guys might get in the way. Oh well. They'll die eventually. I created an entrance for them to evacuate through. Evacuate? Evacuate through to get them out of my way. Because I need to fill in this entire hole, and they kept walking on blocks that I needed to fill in. Also, I am going to scavenge these building blocks here because I don't have very much deep slate left, if any at all. Anywho, will you guys get out of the hole already? Like, please, you're getting in my way. As for you, Iron Golem, there's only one way you'll be leaving this hole. Hold on, gotta make sure you can't reach me. There we go. There's only one way you're gonna be leaving this hole, and that way is through death. He's almost there. 1 or 2 more shots and he's done. Yep, 2 shots on the dot. Give me all my arrows back, please. I think I lost some there. I'm pretty sure that that's because of the current bug I'm dealing with. The whole arrow duplication thing. For all I know, it may work both ways as well, where some of the arrows get deleted after going through an enemy. Anywho, tear these down. You, however, need to be deep slate tiles. Now all those villagers can do is scurry around like a bunch of field mice that got disturbed by a dog. Never mind, they all just decided to run into my house. You're a mason, but you have nothing I want. Please go away. This is my home. Wait, actually, hold on. Easy fix, easy fix. First of all, get these guys out of here. Beat it, pal. This ain't yours to live in. Scram. Vamos. How dare you? Vamos, I say. Get out. Okay, you know what? I'll just pick this up. Ha! Now what are you gonna do? You get out too. There's nothing back there for you. Beat it. Vamos. Go. Scram. Skedaddle. Disappear. Actually, I can make you disappear. First of all, place my door like that to sketch them out. Maybe not like that from here. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up and let's try this again. What if I do this instead? Ha! That's what I wanted. Anywho, this door is now officially closed like this, and so it'll keep them out, deter them. As for you, there's only one way you're leaving now, and it's not pretty. I take that back. I didn't even have to kill him. He just ran out on his own. Isn't this door supposed to be considered closed to them? I don't know. Maybe it'll keep them out, maybe not. I have my hopes, though. So anyway, I need to get... Well, first of all, drop off this iron. Replace my stone cutter. Thank you very much. Now, I need an axe. Do I have any more axes? Yes, I do. It's time for me to go and tear... Get out of here, dude. You're not getting back in there. Anyway, I need to go around breaking all these remnants of wood that's scattered about the previous villager breeder. All cleared up now. Now there is no proof that a villager breeder was ever in this space. Now I don't know what I'm gonna put in that space. I may leave it empty. I may not. It really well, you know what? I might put a pond here. Yeah, that might do it, because I don't like how open that space looks. I mean, I know I can't fit any proper building in there, but I should be able to do that pond I was just talking about. I think that would look nice in that spot. At least I hope it would. These villagers are still trying to get into my house. They'll die in a few Minecraft days, so it's all fine and dandy. I just hope they disappear soon. For a second, I thought that villager was inside my cow pen somehow. And I still need to destroy that dirt tower. Anyway, let's go see how my villagers up here are settling in. Oh. Okay. How are you two? You need some bread. Yeah, I think you need some bread. Right, well, I need to go destroy that dirt tower. And maybe do something else. Maybe not. We'll see. My villager house isn't done yet, but there's still quite a bit of more work to do. So it's not going to just end in these two parts. So that will have to continue into the next episode, unfortunately. Fortunately, though, I don't have to worry about the villagers anymore. I hope I can still get iron golems, so that's like my main source of iron. Those iron golems that keep spawning in. So I'll be in a tough spot if they stop spawning. I made some bread for my plebeians. I can't have them go unhungry because I need more plebs in order to make a proper village. So, you two better get to work. Take that bread and feed each other, and then you know what comes next. Do you hear me? You will do as you're told, and you will make more of you. Got it? Good. Well, y'all, that's all the time I have left for today, and I am happy with the amount of progress I made. I mean, I still haven't finished the build, of course, but there was a lot of interruptions, like needing to go gather resources and whatnot. And despite that, I did make pretty much double, well, not double, but the same amount of progress as I did in the last episode, with a little bit more, because, well, there's that ceiling, but there's also the half floor, which means I did a floor and a half today versus the single floor I did yesterday. So I did get a larger amount of work done today, but I think that finishing the build will have to wait until my next episode because I'm out of time. I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I hope that, no, I don't hope, I know, I will expect you to check in into my next video as well, because I have a feeling that that episode may be the last one for this build. A 3-episode long build. Who would have thought? Anyway, goodbye.